think it's just me. Good evening. Happy Halloween. Happy October. I'm out here on the Ohio River hoping for this evening bite to pick up. I am not right up against the dam. I've got a little island right here. Uh, so it's not, it's a little shallow through here, but it's not super shallow. I see shad moving through here anytime there's bait fish. It's easy to assume that the fish are going to be here. And I've caught fish in this spot before. So, so we're just hoping for an evening bite. Heck yeah. Gotta do something. Well, I sure done a lot of walking, I'll tell you. Yesterday uh, my wife, my brother-in-law, and my little niece, we all went to Holiday World. Let's see, today's the last day of the season. Yesterday was the last day of the light show. And they do a drone show if you're not familiar with it, and it's pretty neat. They've got music and different stuff, and if you like theme parks and kind of corny stuff, that sun is just right in my eyes. Uh, I enjoyed myself. I like it. I rode a couple of rides. I don't you know I don't necessarily get out there to ride all the rides, but I do enjoy it pretty good. Walked around, ate a little bit. Apparently, I just like walking all day. That's surely what we did. Is we just walked all day. That was the vast majority of it. So then I spend all day walking yesterday, and then I come out here to the dam, and I spend all my day. I spend all day walking because I've been down there. And there's rock pilings that go out 50 or 60 yards. I went over there. Actually caught about a 1 to 2 pound flathead that wasn't bad. Talked to a few people. One set of guys said they came out here yesterday and just right up against the dam using them little moon eye shad. And I guess they caught a couple of 30 pounders, something along that line. Caught a couple of real good fish. And then when I was fishing the rock pilings, another couple of guys showed up. Said, like a lot of them, it's been a long time since they've been here. When they put this, whatever plant they put in over there, it made some pretty big changes out here. If you joined me with the last live, you probably heard me say that before. Everybody, because this was one of those dams to where years ago it was just the locks, right? So you could fish, you could get out there and fish straight into the river, and it was pretty cool. And there was a lot of good fishing down there. We had one night to where my uncle caught his best blue cat, his best smallmouth, and I caught my best striper that night. So it was pretty good. You go on a fishing trip and three personal bests in one evening of fishing. That makes for a really good day, in my opinion. I have not had days like that out here since then. I know the fish are here. It's just, what do they want? Where are they at? Hey, we got some comments. Let me see what's going on here. Boy, can I see that? I can't read nothing. English or Spanish? English. Okay, where are they? They're in the water. Actually, I was just saying, I think they're kind of up against that dam, but there's fish here. I'm just sure of it. And as the evening progresses, I'm sure we're going to get into some fish. So I'm sure hoping. I've got one I caught earlier. I caught it off the moon eye shad, and got a night crawler. I'd had a little hit on a night crawler, which I threw jigs for a little bit. I threw a swim bait, kind of hoping to run into a striper. I threw a real small spoon. I had no bites on any of that stuff. And that's when I was out there fishing in the rocks and all that. And I really thought they would have been there. And I think one of the other guys that was fishing did catch a little striper up off the rocks. But the way you got to fish those, you're so far away that if you do hook into a good one, you're like really in a bad spot because you're 30 feet above the water, 20 feet above the water. There's nothing but rocks down there. So if you catch one that you can't just flip up, then you're either going to have to go down and get them, or you're going to end up breaking off. That's a pretty bad situation to be in, I'd say. That's right. Well, I'm out here fishing. Thank you for the comments, people, the likes, all that stuff. I enjoy doing this, getting out here BSing a little bit. Fishing could be better. Because if I'm not catching them one after another, I'm pretty much going to call it could be better. Like I said, I did get one. Got this little guy earlier. Got that little flathead. It's not too bad. I'll take it. I don't need a lot of them out of the river, but one every now and then ain't gonna kill me. I grew up eating all them strip pit fish. We ate a lot of fish. Let's see, still got a worm on here. Oh, yeah. Maybe a little too high in the water column. I don't think that's super deep out there. Well, if any of y'all been doing any good fishing, because we do have, if you're not familiar, if you are familiar, if you're not familiar, we do have the Jeff Fishing Vlog Fish of the Year. It's wrapping up November 17th. If you would like to enter, just send me a picture of a fish that you caught in 2024, a picture of a fish you or your kid caught, to JFV Fish of the Year at gmail.com. And I'll be happy to get you in there. We've had 30 different people enter this year, 5 different states. And yeah, it's been really good. The October Fish of the Month, I'm not going to announce it today. I'm going to give it 2 more days. On the 30th, I'm going to post it to Facebook. I'll post the winner to YouTube, to Instagram. That's about all the ones that I'm involved with to post to. And we have some great entries this year. Man, if guys are out there catching good fish. I always enter myself in. It's my contest, and give everybody a chance to beat me. I'm not going to win. That's okay. But we have a kid that caught a big trout. We have some kids that caught big catfish. We got a kid that went down to Florida and caught a big redfish. Been pretty eventful, I think. I like it. We also have, let's see, anybody else still on here? Just the same old. All right. Sometimes I'll have my tablet, like the last time I went, I had my tablet and I was trying to keep up with everything on my tablet, but for whatever reason, it wasn't letting me see comments. So I do value, all the comments, the likes and the views. So I really try not and ignore anybody that's getting on here. I'm sure I do, but that's not really my intentions. I will say we're here at the end of October. Like I said in the last live, we have the election coming up real soon. The first thing I would say is let's respect the side that we're not voting for. Maybe not if you don't want to respect the people that's running, that's one thing. but the voters, our neighbors, our friends, our neighbors, our co-workers, you got to know that we all just want what's best for this country, even if, this thing looks like it's a little sideways, even if, we have a different vision of what that may be. We do really all just want what's best. And I think instead of looking at all the ways that we disagree, we should look at the ways that we agree. Just strive to find the ways that we agree, because I doubt that any of us, I doubt that most of us, the vast majority of us, agree 100% with Democrats, agree 100% with Republicans. I'm sure there's stuff on either side that, you can find common ground. We all want to educate people. We all want to educate the kids. We all want good health care. We all want safe streets. Well, most of us don't want crime to be rampant. I think that may be a Midwestern mindset, though, just from growing up in Indiana and Kentucky. That may be a Midwestern thing. But I would just like to think that. We all pretty much want free speech. We did have a barge go by, caused a big bunch of waves. I got a little bit of slack on that line. It looks like it's doing something. It could just be getting tight, or it could be fish. Could just be from where the waves move the line and it's going back. I don't feel any fish on there. I got a moon eye shad on this one, night crawler on that one. I think the last time I got on here, I was with Deborah. We did manage to catch a few fish. That's at one of my new favorite spots. Really became a favorite spot for me this year. We were able to get out there and catch some bluegill. And this spot's a little more hit or miss, but I really feel like if it hits, it's going to hit with something interesting. It's not really going to, my odds of catching something 10 and over are probably a lot better here than they are, fishing the wide pond. Because we know they're here. I like it. I did use my little solo stove today to cook a couple hot dogs. They make them stoves that are about this big. And you just pour some pellets in there. It makes for a nice lunch, just out here bank fishing like that. I like it really well. Let's see, we got anything else going? We might have something else going here. What's up, Greenwell? Yeah, how are you doing, bud? He already knows. But I would like to mention one of my favorite YouTube groups. Not YouTube groups. YouTube don't have groups. I would like to mention one of my favorite Facebook groups that I think, if you like this type of stuff, that you would like it, is Boatless Catfishing. It is a non-pay lake group. So if you're into pay lakes, you probably moved past that. They are pretty stringent about not letting people share pictures and stuff for pay lakes. But lots of good shares. You get to see lots of good pictures of big catfish. There's a lot of people on there interacting. People are really helpful. I'm on there, sharing stuff. I try not to share so much on there that it's annoying for everybody. So I try to limit myself to once or twice a week. I know Mike, Greenwell Fishing, that shares some stuff on there, and it's really cool because he shared a gizzard shad flavored Lay's potato chip bag meme. And I have seen that meme in so many different places, and I've seen people that I know that would not know him from that are from northern Indiana and stuff sharing that. And I just see that little MG down in the bottom. I'm like, yep, I know that guy. That's pretty cool. As somebody who's tries to make, like my own intellectual property. I'm out there trying to make my own memes and get stuff shared. Uh, to see somebody I know doing so well at that, I really enjoy it. It's out there. It's out there for all of us. I like to see people do well. I do pretty well. What do I got to complain about? Even if the fish aren't biting. Yeah, they're moving. There's plenty of bait here. Person was just looking for bait. It's here. Sure. I've got a few shad for the freezer. I didn't see any skipjack out here moving though. I thought that was pretty odd with all these gizzard shad out here. That's I really thought there had been some big skipjack out here moving. But I'd have to say I'm not the most well versed on the comings and goings of the skipjack. So some of these other guys that are hardcore, like tournament fishermen and who are out here every day, they know when the skipjack are up shallow and they know when they're out deep. They know. I'm just out there trying to catch a few fish, man. I had a good friend of mine explain my fishing videos that, and it's true, and to a large extent, it's even on purpose. Whether that's what's best for me or not, it is what. But I spend most of my time doing fishing a style of fishing that anybody can achieve. And that being said, all right, I'm not having success right in this moment, okay? But I depending on what you're looking for, I have caught plenty of big fish over the years. So, one of my big pieces of advice would be perseverance. And then it's a willingness to try something new. And it's also a willingness to, especially when you're going to a new place and you're unfamiliar with it, when people are telling you, hey, this is what they're biting on, believe them. If somebody showed up and asked, if I was sitting here catching them and somebody showed up and asked me what they were biting on, I would tell them. I'm one who is. I'm not going to try and be greedy about it. Just say, they're not biting. You should go somewhere else. That ain't it. That's not really the way I roll. But what better way to spend a Sunday? Just out here watching the sun go down, waiting for a big bite. Got a couple rods in the water. And bait fishing is not as bad as some people make it out to be. Them boats can be a pretty big hassle sometimes. Expensive to maintain. The old joke is the two happiest days in a fisherman's life is the day he buys his boat and the day he sells it. I hope that's not true. But you can get out on a boat and get skunked too. This thing, which I'm not skunked. I did catch one today. I'm about to catch two. This little rod just moved. See if I got a quick move in me. I just assume it. Just take it. I like them super easy hook sets. I like it when they hook themselves. I'll definitely take it. Come on now. did watch I did listen to, I should say, I didn't watch it. I did listen to the Joe Rogan, with Donald Trump on Joe Rogan, which came out Friday. I listened to it yesterday while I was trying to walk around the park. I was trying to walk around Holiday World. And I will say that I rarely get to hear Donald Trump finish a thought, like whenever he's trying to explain something. And Joe really tried to give him a chance to do that. And I think it was really unfortunate that he didn't take advantage of that situation and actually finish a few of his thoughts. I mean, Joe didn't press him hard on anything. He did try and press him on the, how the election was stolen. And Trump said, he'd like to come back with documents, but I just think that it would have been nice if he'd have just had the documents with him, or if he would have just explained what he had to say. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of legal ramifications for that sort of thing, because he stayed, they keep him in legal trouble, he stays in legal trouble, which I think he always has. That's been I think even back when he was just a regular TV personality, he was always in court. But I'd like to see him finish his thoughts. That'd have been all right. Unfortunately, I really don't know what, like, I did take a look and see what we were voting on in Indiana, but I don't really know what issues the state politicians are running on. I just don't keep up with that a whole lot. I think I will make a point. I know money matters more than anything else. But I think I will make a point next year to at least take the time to send an email to a few of the state reps and let them know kind of what I think we should be valuing in Indiana. Jobs, education, and opportunities. Opportunities for outdoor activities, opportunities for people to be self-reliant. Sensible renting laws. Let's not make things ridiculous, but let's find a way to protect both parties. And really, we like to talk about a path to, they like to talk about a path to citizenship a whole lot. But I think the more important issue, if you really wanted to improve your neighborhood, it would be a path to home ownership would really be the main thing. Because I'm of the opinion of neighborhoods where the people own their homes, where it's not just renters on every house on the street's not renters. You're going to have less gang activity. You're going to have less riffraffs because that you're all going to be there together for a long time, and you're going to care more. You're going to care about what your lawn looks like. You're going to care about what your home looks like. All those people are going to be there building something, and that's just my opinion. And I don't think that lowering the standards to buy the home is the way to go. I just think that having the job opportunities, where people are making enough money, have the opportunities where people are making enough money to do that. For so long we rented, and a few of and I rented for so long, and a lot of the neighborhoods that I lived in where it was all renters, man, which I wasn't paying the highest dollar. I'm living in bad communities, but I just felt like that was one of the big differences. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. Let's stop talking stuff and just catch a fish. Come on now. Little shatter moving. Instead of setting this down, just hold on to it. We'll see what happens. I don't know where the money would come from, but I would like to see more bank fishing access to the river. And I'm sure that surprises nobody that's watching this that knows me that would know that that's what I would want. But you know, where we build these boat ramps, a lot of times, I just don't know what it would hurt to put an extra 50, 60 yards of access for people to fish the bank because you already have the parking lot there. Just make it convenient for people to fish the bank. You know, putting in a sidewalk or whatever. And oh, there's something right up there up against the bank. And then if you just wanted to charge for parking, whether you launch or not, do that. If you got to recover the money, that's perfectly fine as long as you've got the access. Well, something's over there. Let's see. That ain't quite where I need it. I'll put that right there. I will say this is, like I said, even though I'm not getting the bites today, this is my favorite time of year to fish. Things are cooling off, and you're not out here sweating, you're not getting ate up by bugs. And a lot of people feel like the fishing season's over. Let's see, what's that say? Where at on the river? Oh, where am I at on the river? I'm on the Cannelton Dam, Kentucky side. Cannelton, Indiana. You got to go to Dumptar Paper Mill. You got to be careful because if you're looking for it on Google Maps, it'll take you, if you type in Dumptar, it'll take you to the Dumptar offices in Owensboro. So Dumptar is not exactly the right spot. And then if you do Cannelton Dam, it may take you over there. So you just want to be on the Kentucky side, and right there where that sign for Dumptar is, you take a left there, you go all the way back, don't go inside the plant, you take another left. There's a couple of parking lots, and then there's a right, and you take that right all the way until you almost hit the river, and then you got to take a left. And they have a real nice parking lot set up with a campground style bathroom. It's kind of a covered outhouse, but whatever. There's a little bathroom there, and they do have sidewalks down to over here, down to almost to the wall, not quite. They have sidewalks there. They have sidewalks over here, and then they have a pier over here. And you know, if a person was had mobility access issues, and you wanted to take them to fish the river, I purchased one. I didn't have it with me today. That's why I didn't go down there. But you want one of them hoop nets for pier fishing. I've been saying fur a lot lately. For pier fishing. Anyway, I've caught a couple of fish off of that pier. Now I can see it from here. It's 10 feet more from the water to where you fish from. So if you did catch something, you want to have that hoop net to bring it in. I don't know that that pier is sitting in the best spot to really catch fish. I fished off of it a few times, and I've caught fish off of it a couple times, and more times than not, I haven't caught fish. Oh, missed them. Telling stories, man. Not holding my mouth right. Let's see if we got anything on here. Oh, we do. There wasn't no little bait stealer, whatever it was. Hope you guys, if you're still watching, I hope you take the time to hit like. Say hi in the comments. Hitting that like don't cost you anything. If you're new, hitting subscribe doesn't cost you anything. You can always follow me over on Facebook. Jeffrey Roan is my main account anymore. I do have the Jeff Fishing vlog over there, but the Jeffrey Roan is the main account. And I sure like that Facebook channel. I mean, I like the YouTube channel. I've gained quite a few. I started the year with 200 subscribers, and I'm over 300 subscribers right now. So I'm going to call that a little bit of success. Maybe not a ton of success, but that's pretty good. Let's see. I just saw you on my FYP. Thought I'd just see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Nice. For You page. Yeah, that's what FYP is. Yeah, I'm just out here doing some fishing. Enjoying life. What do I got to complain about? Come on now. People just, man, you can just get out here and find anything to complain about, but I just look for things to be happy about. Some nice fishing rods and a spot to sit on the bank. I would say a cold bottle of water, but I dumped my little cooler that I had my water and my ice in. Oh, there we go. Oh, he was almost there. There he is. Oh, I missed him. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting bites. I like it. I'll take it. Let's see if there's anything on there. There is and there ain't. Let's switch it up. There's a ton of these shad out here. We're going to throw that shad, see if we'll hit that. If we won't hit that in just a few minutes, we'll switch back to the night crawlers. Hawks. Buzzards. I think those are eagles. Can't speak for everywhere, but most of us in the Midwest know we'll have a spot where we can see some eagles. At least any of us outdoorsmen. I know if I go to Toka Lake, I run a pretty good chance of seeing them. And they do have a pair in Central City on Luzerne Lake. I wouldn't say famously, but I would say they're not hard to find. I know exactly where their nest is. Let's go. One for the homies. this one over here. With that nail. All right, I'll be right back. Give me just a second. All right. Oh man, busy with schoolwork? That's no good. All right, I'm gonna turn this thing around. I think I'm getting a bite over here. Let's see, there's that rod. This thing will be a bit crooked. There we go. I got him. Oh, look, he's good. Grind away. He's running right at me. He'll be pretty good, I think. Can't get him over here. Dang! Come right off. Oh. Ain't that a kick in the pants? That's a kick in the pants. It was a good one. It might have been a gar. I might not have had it that good. All right, let's set this up. I think I got one on this one. I do not. Couple of good bites. Better than nothing. There we go. Set that there. All right. A little bit of action. That's better than nothing. I'll definitely take it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We just had a little bit of tight line action. I like that. The thing was coming straight at me, like the old South Park. Coming straight for you. There you go. We're going to flip this around, then flip it around again. Yes, I hate when that happens. I hate it. I'm going to get a nice long cast on this. On it. This is a Catfish Pro. See, oh, you can't even see me no more. That ain't no good. Oh, shit. All right. Couldn't see me. You can see me now. Let's get this thing set up. I gotta keep adjusting it a little bit at a time. Let me move out of the way to see what I'm actually looking for. We'll see if this will do it. All right. Sometimes I have an assistant. Sometimes I have my little buddy with me, and he gets to do all the camera work. But today it's just me, so I gotta do the camera work, catch the fish. That was nice. I bet that was a gar. All right, we're going to give this guy one more cast, then we'll go back to Nightcrawler. Well, my Catfish Pro, I picked it up from Walmart, I think, 60 or 70 bucks. Bait caster style catfishing rod. And it has Zebcos, like all the big Zebco fishing rods, they'll have that bait alarm on there. And I really like that bait alarm. And what the bait alarm is where the fish can just take, like you could have it tight lined and the fish will just take the line. You know, it'll allow the fish to take the line. And I like that, especially when you're fishing with them circle hooks. You have your rod in something solid, that way it can just go. You know, it's not taking the rod, there's not a lot of give to it, So when something heavy gets a hold of it, it will just take it. And then all you got with that circle hook, all you got to do is just engage and reel. Uh, and the hookup rate on them circle hooks, even though I didn't hook up on that one, or I didn't stay hooked up, it's really good. There's statistics out there for it. I don't know if I can help you with that. And the good thing about them circle hooks is they put it right there in the side of the mouth. You know, that's where you want it. You get a good solid hook set. I like to hold on. Ooh, we got about 20 minutes left, maybe. Hopefully we get another good one like that actually stays on. That's pretty awesome. But part of my problem is I don't have any big bait on any of them. I just put 2 shad on that one, then I've got it casted out. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like that point of that island right there. We have rocks right there, so you kind of got a couple of different changes of terrain. So the fish have the ambush point of anything coming with the river, you know, so they've got this. Anyway, they've had this trench here to where they can watch for anything coming off the river that way. Oh, here we go. That's one of the ones that hooks themselves, I think. What we got? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a good catfish, I think. Oh, might be one of those things. Or it might be. What we got? Damn thing's making some noise. Let's just pull this thing straight right here. I think that's one of them old snaky. Oh, that's a good one. We're gonna get a measurement on this one. You guys can't see that, can you? Let me turn this thing around a little bit for you. There we go. Oh, we got him. How about that? Can you see him? There he is. Nice. It may not be exactly what I'm going for. We're getting them. All right, let's do some stuff. I'm going to talk my way through this. I'm going to just set this dude right here. We're going to reel this in because I don't want to lose this rod. The other rod's fine. That shad ain't going to work for that no more. Woo, he took it good too. All right. Oh, he's going to bust me in my face. All right. I can't do both. So, I'm going to show the people that are watching this, I'm going to show you guys this fish, and then I'm going to have to take some pictures. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Just bear with me if you want. Just start walking backwards. That's, you know, that is one of my pieces of advice, and that's a good piece of advice, is if you don't know what to do, just run right up the bank. All right, I'm trying to get this turned around. There we go. What do you think? That's not bad at all. I have my tape measure over here. We got a good one for once. That's what I'm talking about. All right. That's a pretty good one. Let's see. I don't know quite what this big thing is. I do have pliers. Maybe. Oh, we got one person sticking with me. One person won. Let's see. All right. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm gonna get this fish measured. I will, of course, share pictures of it and all that stuff on here. You get to see what we caught. I'm calling it a snakehead. It's probably a dogfish. We'll get it identified properly. And Kentucky has, before I get off here, I want to mention, Kentucky has a trophy fish program. If you're fishing in Kentucky, pay attention to that. Go to their KDW, whatever, Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife website. Create a login. They're going to ask for some personal information, but they already have your information. It's going to tell you all the fishing license you ever bought, and then you can enter in those fish, and if you get 3 of them, they'll send you a master angler certificate, which is great. I just got mine the other day. I'm really happy with it. The trophy fish, they'll send you some stuff. It's great. I'm really happy with it. If you're fishing in Indiana, you do an Indiana Fish of the Year program. That might be a Fish of the Year. I don't know. You can always follow the Jeff Fishing Vlog. I do a Fish of the Year program. I give away a little trophy that's about 6 inches, something like that. And yeah, thanks for watching. And just remember, best time to fish, anytime you can go. Thanks, guys. Yes.